Beer time. Today we have a Pilsner, which we don't usually do, but why not? Pilsners deserve all the love everything else gets, right? I mean, you gotta have there's good and bad Pilsners, just like there's good and bad everything else. So I found this one, and the only reason I got it is because of the box art for this little six pack I got. Look at that deer. That thing's amazing. Elk, whatever it might be. It's cool as hell. It's got all those extra eyeballs. Look. Woo! It's pretty dope. And everything I've had from Wicked Weed thus far has been really good. I actually just drank a Pernicious a couple minutes ago at a restaurant in town. They do no wrong, so I'm sure this is actually probably really good Pilsner, right? And obviously the can is the same art. It kind of looks better on the can for some reason. It wraps really well. But let's hop right into it. It's a 5.1% alcohol. IBUs are not listed. I don't really think there's a point. It's a Pilsner, right? I mean, if you're looking for IBUs in a Pilsner, you're buying the wrong beer. And it's a Pilsner. But it has something a little extra special to it than your standard Pilsner. Really, it's hard to explain. I think it's a bit maltier than usual. Like, it's a hair bit more malt, but it's a really good malt. Like, it's a very, very nice malt flavor. It's not this, like, deep-bodied maltiness. It's this very crisp, nice, light malt, but there's plenty of that malt flavor to it. It's light, it's super crisp, it's got a great taste, good finish to it. It's got, like I said, a little bit more malt than usual in a Pilsner, your standard Pilsners. And I think that's what sets it above the rest, really. I can't think of a whole lot of Pilsners that you really would want to talk about or brag or bring up, or name drop. Like, oh, I've had this great Pilsner. Like, that's not really a thing. Pilsners are just usually your easy drinkers, cutting the lawn beer, concert beer, whatever it is. But this one kind of takes that Pilsner up to the next step a little bit. It's really, really good. The problem with that is, do you want to pay craft beer price for a Pilsner? Right? I mean, where I think it was like, and I know it differs state to state with, theft taxes and everything, but it was like $13 for a six pack. Another Pilsner you can probably get for half of that. Is this little hair up in quality in a Pilsner worth probably double the price? Unlikely, unless you're just a big Wicked Weed fan, right? But it is really good. Twice the price, I'm not sure. You might be a sucker for good marketing and art. I saw that box and I was like, man, I gotta try it. A bit expensive for a Pilsner, but it is probably the best Pilsner I've had. So you can take that as you wish. You got the extra money to throw around. You might want to go try this one out. Yeah, I know we're talking a lot about money with the beer. I mean, it's standard craft beer price, right? It's just the disappointing fact that it's a Pilsner. But, I mean, maybe people like Pilsners more than I do. But when I think Pilsner, I usually think, standard domestics and cheaper, right? Which is not a bad thing. I mean, I killed a 12-er Yingling yesterday. There's nothing wrong with a domestic. You can't always buy craft beer, and sometimes you just don't want craft beer. Sometimes you want something easy to kill out in the sun. It's good. It's also, it has this like little faint hair of bitterness to it. Not a lot, but there's a bit, this like little slight bite, almost like a pale ale, I would say, like a pale ale light is kind of where would sit, you could say. Definitely has a little bit more of that bitterness than any other Pilsner I've had. So we're 5.1 Wicked Weed. It's Pilsner. It's a little maltier. It's a little hair more bitter. Which these are all good things, in my opinion. I think this is a phenomenal Pilsner. If you're a Pilsner junkie, you gotta go pick this one up. I'm pretty sure it's relatively national. I know it's made a few states away from where I'm at, so I'm sure you can find it as easily as I did. It's good. I mean, I did drink a few of them yesterday. I had one. I immediately went and got another one out of the pack from the fridge, uh, and I had to hurry up and hide one so I'd have one to share with you guys. But this is a really, really good Pilsner. Really good. You could probably maybe get someone that only sticks to that one crappy domestic to give this one a shot, and they're probably going to appreciate it quite a bit as well. Usually, when I'm spending that kind of money, I'm looking for something a little more eclectic, I guess, something fun, not just a Pilsner. But this is a S tier Pilsner. That deer on the box, I couldn't resist it. It was just too cool. Like I had to see what this beer was about. Like, all of Wicked Weed's art is phenomenal. Like Pernicious has this like hop spider on it. They have a I think it's a pail that has like this creepy looking Napoleon guy with a bunch of hops chess pieces on it. All kinds of cool stuff they do. Like everything they do focus quite a bit on that, and I'm a sucker for that. I'm sure some of you are as well. This is Uncle Rick's Pilsner from Wicked Weed Brewing. Phenomenal Pilsner. Hair of extra malt. Hair slightly a little taste more bitter than usual. And these are all good things. Like this is a great Pilsner. If you like Pilsners, go find this one and let me know what you think about it if you think it's as good as I do. I'll see you guys soon.